YouTube, it is I, Sakarma, coming with a quick battle from Total Brohammer here, with the myself, Sakarma, head of the Crooked Moon as Skarsnik against Rodrigo Flores 1998 as the Lizardman. So what's the fun bit about this match is that I brought trolls, a lot of trolls, and we're going to see how it works. So it is a Gobbo build, of course. Gobbo against Lizardman is a tough matchup because Gobbos obviously don't have much armor and have pretty weak melee stats, and Lizardmen have some of the most cost-effective infantry in the game alongside monsters, and these guys struggle against monsters anyways, so just a really tough fight for goblins to try and overtake the Lizardmen. But Sakarma's here to try. So what did I bring? I'll slow it down a bit as we march, the march of the Gobbos. So I brought, ooh, look at that laser beam. That's going to do some serious damage to somebody. Ooh, just a miss by an inch. Whoa, this guy is terrified. Just a laser beam lands. Look at that. Oh my god. Both him and the wolf just shat themselves. Because that is I would run away. What is this? This must be something that's dead. Nope. Yeah, it is. Oh no, a little wolf guy got killed. Oh, he looks pretty happy though. They have such caricature faces, you know, giant noses and lips and everything. Amazing. Anyways, alright, so what did I bring? I brought Morgan's Major Marauders, the Death Creepers, brought you to Forest Goblin Spider Riders, a couple of trolls, chevroned up, as I am known to do, all the way up, so they cost about 1,200 or so. So I got 4 of those guys, bad boys. Badman. We got a couple of Rusty Errors. We got the Night Goblin Archers, a couple of Archer contingent back here. Night Goblin Shaman, Skarsnik, the Warlord Boys, the Warlord's Boys, thank you. Goblin Wolf Riders, some chevroned up Night Goblins in the front here. I brought only 2 or 3 because I figured they're going to lose anyways, but these guys are unbreakable. And you mix them in with the Warlord's Boys, they actually do really well because they have decent stats, 36 and 33, and then they'll be taking away some of the armor. So together they can do some serious work. The problem is these guys break in like no time flat, and these guys obviously will never break, but they'll die pretty quickly because they have 15 armor and only 6,700 health. Okay, so that's what I brought. My opponent, meanwhile, has the Sword Spear shields on this flank. Is Gohart, Saurus Warriors with shields, Saurus Warriors without shields. Man, like everything's different. That's so cool. Saurus Spear with shields, a couple of Croxagars, a Laser Beam Lizard. Which one? This is just a Feral Lizard, a Croc-Gar, and no magic, interestingly enough. Over here we have a Skink Skirmisher, a Cold One Spear Rider, and a Feral Cold One. So an interesting pick from my opponent. A lot of units you don't see very often. You don't see a lot of Croc-Gars online, and you don't see a lot of Feral Cold Ones. But you know, good on my opponent for bringing them. So right away, what's the plan here? Is I'm trying to get engaged. I'm trying to avoid as much damage as I can off this laser beam. I'm pretty sure it does fire damage, if I'm not mistaken. It does, so it'll do really well against trolls who are weak to fire because they have regeneration. Over here we're shooting to these spears with shields. Not the best move, but what am I going to do? He does bring these guys over here. Cold Ones do have anti-large, but I figure if I can neuter the charge with those Goblin Wolf Riders and then bring in the trolls, and then I cast Sneaky Stabby on these trolls. So these trolls are doing 67, what is that? 67 melee attack, and they're doing ton damage, and you can see they just go down so quick. So that's an anti-large unit that we just put to bed in no time flat. And they're not going to be able to get away because the Goblin Wolf Riders. The laser beams come in and get a nice hit. Just does so much damage. Just paving the grass with the blood of goblins, and that was just so devastating. But I do send my trolls in here. As you can see, my Night Goblins have already begun to rout. Skarsnik is waddling his way in there with Gobla, and I'm probably going to pop a Wah soon. It's another laser beam in there doing a lot of damage. We are able to now engage these spears. I have 3 trolls fighting these spears. I don't know how that happened, but they will obviously win that. I mean, yeah, they're anti-large, but that's a lot of sped to fight. So they're taking that unit down pretty quickly. Over here, they've won the mainline engagement, but I do pop Wah. I do have this unit of trolls in the middle. I do have a Goblin Big Bass in there. The Warlord's Boys are in there. They're doing well. I get a Curse of the Bad Moon, one of my favorite spells. It's in there. It's going. And then I have, what's that right there? Day Peak Loonies. So this will hold, but it's not doing well. This contingent of trolls have now finished off the flank attack, and now they're moving in here. And they're just going to go right at Croc-Gar. And I put everything actually at Croc-Gar. I don't know where Skarsnik is. I guess he's fighting this Basilodon. And he's doing actually not bad because he has that bonus first large. But yeah, so everyone's trying to hit Croc-Gar. We do have the Gobbo firing squad. Unfortunately, they are bunched up, so they're going to get laser beamed pretty well. Although, I only really care about the Rusty Airs. The other ones are just support. He is bringing these guys back. These Feral Cold One Spider trying to get in there. Sorry, Feral Cold One. So I countercharge the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. It's not going to be the worst matchup, actually, because they have pretty bad stats, like 20 and 26. So, yeah, I mean, they'll win, but they're going to take some damage. And while they're getting shot at by these archers, they'll just go down real quick. This little group of trolls are just taking Croc-Gar to town. I mean, they're not doing crazy good damage, but they're not doing bad, and they're not losing very badly either. And there's just all these trolls. Look at them, amazing. Oh my god, that guy was so angry. He's so pumped. He's so hyped. Look at these dudes. These are elite trolls, motherfucker. You thought these are 0 chevron trolls? Nuh-uh, son. These are gold chevron. Oh, we just swept him away. That was pretty cool. But yeah, there's just a gaggle of trolls. That's the technical term. And they are kicking Krokgar's ass. He's going down. Over here, Skarsnik's doing his thing. You know, casting spells, doing magic. Not casting spells. Popping abilities. You know, stabbing things in the knee. Over here, he's casting his spells. You know, helping us win this fight. But yeah, the trolls just do so well here. I mean, these guys do start to flee, but I think they have 10 models, so they will come back to near full health. 10 models, 12 models. How much models? There's 10 models, so everyone's really, you know, really good shape, these trolls. And, you know, even though they tear it out, they come right back, and they're, you know, look at these guys covered in the gore of their enemies. Amazing. These Krokscars have no idea. There he goes. You're fucked, man. You think you're cool? Nuh-uh. You have not met the gaggle of trolls. Look at these dudes. Oh, jeez. Amazing. Glorious. So, yeah, so we're starting to put down the front line. Krokgar is running away. He's being chased off by this Golem Big Bass. This Laser Beam Lizard still, you know, doing his thing, but Skarsnik's, you know, fairly healthy. These trolls are more than fine. My fire line's back online, and at this point, I think the army losses just sort of kick in, and the lizards, they flee. But yeah, the gaggle of trolls, man, you can't mess with them. They're no joke. Let's see how they did. So on my opponent's side here, GG, by the way, to Rodrigo Flores, 1998. Good job. It was a fun game. So Feral Cold Ones, I didn't even see where they went. They had full health, so I had no idea what they fought. But yeah, they were probably chasing off wolves or something the whole game. So yeah, they weren't the most effective unit. They rarely are. They don't perform. They sort of feel like they should fulfill the role that Squigs did in Game 1. Squigs without goblins, of course. Before they had the rampage mechanic, they were a great unit. Squigs were a must bring as a greenskin player against certain factions, I think, in Game 1. But in Game 2, they sort of just been garbage, and you're better off going Jerkic Squid and stuff like that. In this case, the Feral Cold Ones are, you know, similar plays. They rampage, they don't do enough damage, they die too quickly, they're just pretty weak overall. Feral Stegodon, yeah, did alright, 33 kills, nothing crazy. The Krokscars got a lot of kills, a lot of those are on Chaff, that was the problem. 120 kills on this Laser Beam Lizard, which was so good, because it got a lot of damage on the Rusty Arrows. So, Laser Beam Lizards, I mean, some units they perform really well against, some they don't. They're generally good against units that don't have armor. I mean, they're only really good against units that don't have armor. And large units like Cav. But they can be pretty devastating. And, of course, the good thing about Laser Beam Lizards is that, yeah, sure, if the Laser Beam doesn't work out, you still have the Lizard. You know, you still have that second part of it, so they can still come around and, you know, start doing some damage. Over here, we've got Skarsnik, we've got Night Goblin Shaman, we've got Goblin Big Boss. Yeah, you know, 43 kills, actually, it's not bad. Probably a lot of skinks, but not terrible kills over there. These guys were mainly firing at big targets. These are meant to ward off. Of course, the true meat and potatoes of this army was the Death Creepers. They just did so well. Get that, guys? That's called a misdirection in comedy. Funny. Or is it magic? I don't know. It's illusions, Michael. Tricks are for whores. Anyways, so the trolls did all right. Yeah, but they were the real winners. I mean, they were able to take down Krokgar pretty easily when the 4 trolls were cool, as they should. I mean, this is like 4,800 spent or something ridiculous. So it's a good chunk of my army was just on trolls. But yeah, they were able to take out Krokgar pretty well, and they're a good unit because when you chevron them up, they'll have a little more staying power. They have better stats, and of course they regenerate. So even though they do flee, sometimes that can be a blessing in disguise because they'll run away with like half health and 10 models, and you'll lose them for about, you know, sure, 20, 30 seconds. You might start losing, but then you look back and they're back at like 75% health, 80% health, and they've been rested a little bit and they're ready to get back into the fight. And they get that devastating charge off. So trolls running away actually can be a good thing. And if you combine them with a gobbo-focused army, which is going to run away and regroup a lot, it can be pretty useful. It's not a bad little combination. It can work out in your favor. Anyways, so that's my troll build. I think it would do okay. I mean, it's your best option against, whatever these guys are called, lizardmen. Because if you bring giants, they'll just get eaten by, they'll get, first of all, beaten by Krokgar if they go one-on-one. And they'll also get eaten by skinks. Luckily, my opponent did not bring many skinks. If they'd brought skinks, I would have been in a little bit more trouble. Would have to use more my calf to try and get around and get them because skinks are absolutely devastating to trolls and to giants. They're just such a good unit, chameleon skinks. Yeah, so that's really all there is to it between this matchup. Anyways, thanks for joining us or joining me, and I'll see you around the bend.